I'm Hung-Hsuan Chiu, and also can call me Jason from Professor Xuan Hong Liao's group is in the Department of Chemistry. And today I would like to show my experiments of the attending of Ritual 11 in the Tokyo, Japan, and in this March. So first, let me introduce the conference. The Ritual 11 is from the 11th workshop on electrode and from the radical and electron transfer reactions. So it is being held in the Tokyo, Japan, and from March 5th to 7th in 2026 this year. So this conference is covered with a wide range of the topic, like including the radical chemistries, the electrochemistry, photochemistry, and carbohydrate chemistry. Actually highlights the recent advance in the reaction designs and their applications in the modern organic chemistry. So actually, the Ritual 11 he also had held in Taiwan's previous years, but in this year it just held in Japan because there's no professors here in Taiwan want to hold this conference. Yeah, so yeah, it is a good opportunity here to visit Japan again and join this conference. So for my schedule this time, I arrived in March 3rd and returned to Taiwan on March 10th. And today's talk I will share some talks that I have learned some things during this 3 days conference, and others I will show some pictures from the time that I traveled in Tokyo. Yeah. Actually, compared with some large international conference, Ritual 11 is actually like a small meeting. Yeah, as you can see, this photo is there's not so much professors here. Yeah, but actually, from my personality, I found that actually I prefer this kind of small conference because this small size maybe it's easier to understand what they are talking about, and it may need to feel more closer with the speakers and the professors and other students. Yeah. So today I will use this photo to introduce some speakers and their topics that impress me the most. Yeah. So let's start from the Taiwanese professors. Yeah. And before that, actually, from the group photo, the first time I was thinking of this is these famous photos. Yeah, just kidding. Who knows? Maybe some of them will get a Nobel Prize. Then I can show this. I can show these group photos. Yeah. So the first is my supervisor, Professor Liao. He is here. So he invited me to join this conference this time. Yeah, and another Taiwanese professor is Juncheng Li. Yeah, he's from National Tsinghua University. Yeah, actually he's a famous sugar chemistries in Taiwan. Yeah, so he also presents the chemoenzymatic approach for synthesize the complex glycols and other glycides. And actually, this molecule was used to study the interactions with the receptor in our bodies. Yeah. And actually, there's another Taiwanese professors that joined this conference, but I think he has something to deal with, so he didn't join the group photos. Yeah, but let's move on to the professors that have some relationships with Singapore. Yeah, I know it's weird, but yeah. The first one is Chiu. He is the Chinese professor, but he is in the Nanyang Technological University in Singapore. Yeah, he is also famous in sugar chemistry, and actually he develops synthetic peptide dolichocane fragment that can label the cell walls selectively. So the tools that he developed are useful to study the biological growth, and it can be helped in the physical detections. Another one is Professor Carlos Low. He is from the University College Dublin, but he is from Singapore, and actually he is when he studied in PhDs in Germany, he know our professors there because because my professor studied postdoc. He also studied the PhD there. Yeah, so he know they know each others. Yeah. And Professor Rose introduced a new stereoselectivities carbohydrate synthesis method based on the halogen and calogen bondings. So this kind of the non-covalent interactions help to control the stereochemistry during the glycolations reactions. And next, let's move on to the Korean professors. The first one is Isaac Choi. He's from Chonburi National University. Yeah. Professor Choi shows the electrochemical oxidation reaction as more greener more greener conditions rather than the traditional accident. So his method enabled to eventually functionalizations of the alkenes under the sustainable conditions. So actually, he also developed the flow systems to synthesize this kind of product. And the next is Professor Han. He's from KAST. He's one of the top research institutes in Korea. Professor Han is working on the total synthesis of natural products of some drugs. And when he shows his works on his presentations, he just shows slides. It's about the 40 or 50 natural products that he synthesized. So yeah, it was shocked me because as we know that the total synthesis is very hard. You need to take months or years to synthesize just one natural product. So yeah, it's really shocked me that. Yeah. So this is from the professor from Korea. Then, because this conference is held in Japan, right? So let's let's move on to Japanese professors. So the first one is Professor Takahashi. Actually, he is also the organizer of this conference. He's from Keio universities. He presents several selective glycosylation methods for constructing the complex carbohydrates. So this kind of structures can be applied to the synthesis of biologically important glycans and glycolipids. And another professor is also like an organizer is Professor Yorimizu from Kyoto University. And actually, it's my supervisor, Professor Liao. Right now, he is also as a physics researcher in Professor Yorimizu's lab. But this time, Professor Yorimizu didn't have the talk this time. Instead, Professor Maejima, he is the association professor in Professor Yorimizu's lab. He gave a talk of his work. So Professor Maejima is reports a visible light driven oxidation system by using the excited state sulfur sulfides. And these radical species can enable various oxidative transformations of the alkenes. So this study actually explains the synthetic applications of the photochemical radical reactions. And next is Professor Koike. He's from Nippon Institute of Technology. And actually, Professor Koike, I have some discussion with him because this time I present about some photochemistry. So I have some great experience with him. So Professor Koike is introduced the photocatalytic method for generally for alkyl radicals under the mild conditions. These radicals can be applied to the formulations reactions that can be highly relevant to the medicinal chemistries. Then is Professor Shida. He's also from Nippon Institute of Technology. Actually, this is the second time I saw Professor Shida. Last time is in the Hokkaido University in the ISO 16 conference. Yeah. Professor Shida he developed electrochemical strategies for inserting the carbon atoms directed in the aromatic rings. Yeah, we know that aromatic ring is a very stable structure. So it can have some molecular editing strategies to gather another different kind of the structures by the new strategies. Yeah. And then is Professor Umatsu is from the Keio universities. He develops photocatalytic activations of the phosphorus elite to generate the radical intermediates. Then these species can undergo the unique cyclizations and the further reaction to form the complex structures. So this way is it shows the new reactivities beyond the traditional phosphorus chemistries. Yeah. So this so far is the professor that really impressed me a lot. And as I said, this is actually is a small conference. So actually, including me, there are only 3 PhD students here. So yeah, I'm here. Yeah. So another 2 students also give a short talk. So the first one is Miki-san. Yeah. He is from Unimitu's lab. Actually, he reports a reductive transformation of the self-insulated electron injections. These resulting intermediates can selective functionalizations and reopening reactions. So his studies actually provides a new way to modify the sulfur-containing tetraatoms. And another student is a girl, is Isozaki-san. He's from the Daisuke Takahashi, Professor Takahashi's lab. And he reports the developments of the new lead compounds that against the non-tuberculous disease. And so actually he synthesized a new drug, and they actually tested. I remember that has already tested in some in the mouse. So yeah, it actually is also the hard work. Yeah. Here's an interesting thing is because Professor Liao actually right now is in is visiting Professor Yumitu's lab. So the first day, Professor Miki-san didn't join the conference yet because he's still doing the experiments. And the first day, I really want to find someone to have some a small talk or have a little chat, something. But there's no one here. And Professor just come and told me that it's really embarrassing, right? And he left, ha ha ha, then he go to another way. Yeah. So yeah, actually I also attend the banquet this time. And another interesting thing is, although we are in the Tokyo, we are in the Japan, but the banquet was held at the Spanish restaurant. And this photo is the top and the left-hand side is Professor Han from Korea. And the right side is from Japan. These 2 professors, because we are in the same desk, so we have the very long discussions. Yeah. So after the banquet, I said I want to take a photo with them, so then I go. Yeah. And the bottom is Professor Yonimizu and his student Miki-san. Yeah. If you have focus on the baseball game, especially the WBC game, yeah. Actually, the day of the banquet is Taiwan versus Japan, that we lose for 13th from Japan. Yeah. So after the banquet, my supervisor, Professor Liao, told to Professor Yunimizu and said, today we are not friends. Yeah. And the day after that, he Professor Liao didn't join the conference, but Professor Yunimizu come to me and says, okay, don't be too sad. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, so yeah, but where's Professor Liao? He's gone. Yeah, so okay, yeah, and so next I will show some photos that I have seen in the Tokyo streets. So as I said, there has a baseball game on their desk. So even though I cannot get the tickets because of the price is too expensive, but I also go to the Tokyo Dome and celebrate and shout to Team Taiwan. Yeah. And yeah, since it was spring, so right hand side is sakura. Yeah, but actually, when I arrived to Japan, it's a little bit early. So actually, this one is not a famous one. Sakura is the more early version one. Yeah, and of course, there's no trip to Japan is complete without the ramen. Yeah. So this time I tried the ramen restaurants that it puts the dark meat and the dark soup in it. Yeah. And after tasting this restaurant becomes one of my top 3 favorite ramen experience. Yeah. But even though I later discovered that all the staff members were actually from China. Yeah. And the next is the famous attractions, including the diamonds in the Asakusa. And the photos on the right is the temples is indicates to the right spots. So the white things in the photos actually is the rock that were painted with the right bolts. Yeah. So when people think about the Tokyo, the most famous things of the most famous landmark is the Tokyo's towers and Tokyo sky trees. Yeah. So I also have the opportunity to visit the observation deck of the Tokyo trees and enjoy enjoy the view of the city at night in Tokyo. Yeah. Yeah, and of course, when we talk about Japan, it is impossible not to mention about the Mountain Fuji. Yeah, so actually, actually, the probability of seeing Mountain Fuji is not only about 30%, and there are only around 1 month of days each year when it remains visible throughout the entire days. And very fortunately, I happened to visit on one of these days. But however, I heard that it has snowed the nights before the day I visited there. So yeah, he was really quite cold when I arrived there in the mornings. Yeah. Okay. Actually, I have done my experience sharings of my conference so far. So actually, in this in these years, on the September 13th to November 28th, I will also visit Japan again, and this time I will go to Tokyo universities. And fortunately, I got the funding from the 2026 Visiting Research Activities Progress by Japan-Taiwan Exchange Associations. So I will share something about this. So this time I will visit Professor Yunimito's groups in Tokyo universities, and actually Professor Yunimito has 4 main programs, and one of the programs is the silence chemistries. So as I said, Professor Liao now is there. So they have some discussions, though they think the silent projects from Professor Yunimito's, and it might can be combined with our project here, which is ABB, and also is my main project now that I am focused on. So they think that they can merge these 2 kinds of the projects to build out the silent silent functional group on the ABB, which is a new kind, one of the new kind of the medicine designs of in our mind. Yeah. So yes, actually, Professor just told me to go there, and maybe we can maybe I can also see the view in Tokyo then. So he also shared me about these programs that so I just applied it. And for the purpose of these visiting research activity programs, it provides the PhD students who are in the nature science have some opportunities to conduct research and investigations in Japan, and to expand their research contents and knowledge, and promote the research developments and talents cultivations between Japan and Taiwan. And for the duration of the trip to Japan, it is limited to 13 to 16 days. So for the programs in 2026, the research activities must be between the May 25th to in 2026 and March 19th in 2027. So who can apply these programs? The first one is PhD students in the graduate programs in the nature sciences at the public or private universities in Taiwan. And for second and third one, it's just that you can live in Japan. Yeah, that's all. And the fourth is the application's contents must be directly related to the must be directly related to the application's current research. And the next is applicants must be under 35 years old. And the next one is for the times of the departures from Taiwan and to the times to returns, the applications must to have the much to beat and reward the PhD students and publish or private universities in Taiwan. Yeah. And how to apply this? Actually, they show the information on the NSTC website. And for the documents, the first one is the application forms, and it is including the proposals that you will do in the situation there. And the second one is data for the recommendations and letter of consent from the whole situation in Japan. And the fourth is academic transcript, and also for the university and master programs. And the last one is the full text of less than 3 publications in the last 5 years. Yeah, so actually this that how we can apply the programs here. Yeah, and I also grateful that I have the opportunities to go there again and got this funding. Yeah, so yeah, this is my talk today, and thank you for your kind attention.